This is demonstrations then, and the grandiose of Johnson Aseidu Nketia, our famous General Secretary, riding in the Chevrolet, is it? Onto the demonstration center, almost reminding us of Palm Sunday. If you look at his background over here, you kind of remember Palm Sunday when our Lord Jesus Christ was arriving in Jerusalem to begin the processes that led to the crucifixion. So this is 25 years ago. Charles Rekubrobe and Nana Akufo-Addo with the Alliance for Change. That was not a political party, I have to say. And this is Johnson Aseidu Nketia arriving at the demonstration in a beautifully clad. Did you see that? Red, white, and blue. I'm sure he didn't notice that. But that's what it is. Red. Put the whole photograph on the television. Let people appreciate it. Well, this is all part of the program. So now you can see clearly. Don't take it too serious at this stage. Johnson Aseidu Nketia on the right of your screen. This is today's demonstration. That's how he arrives at the demonstration that is talking about justice for all. He arrived in this vehicle. He was dancing. He addressed the people from the vehicle. And if you go back 25 years ago, that's Nana Akufo-Addo, the current president, Charles Rekubrobe, later to become the chief executive of VRA and also the presidential candidate, Kwesi Pratt Jr. and others, who were all demonstrating today. I'm waiting for the montage that we put together for the demonstration. You'll see some of the interviews that were conducted in that montage. When it comes, I'll let you know. But let's stay on this for a little bit. So that's the demonstration of yesterday. And this is the demonstration of today. So Ghana has moved. I mean, the point of all of this is to say that under the 1992 Constitution, now this was 1995, 3 years upon the coming into force of the Constitution. And so at that time, there was no private media, I have to say. There was no private electronic broadcast. Multimedia Broadcasting Corporation had not started. They were the first. They had not started broadcasting. So the only electronic broadcast channels or platforms was the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation and perhaps the Ghana News Agency. That's when you had this one over there, the Akufo-Addo engagement. And the situation was dire. It wasn't as good as this. Now, there's a Kwesi Pratt interview that we have already showed. I'm going to show it to you. They get it ready. So this is 25 years later. And the man who is calling for justice, the General Secretary of the NDC, our beloved Johnson Aseidu Nketia, arrives at the demonstration standing in a Chevrolet with beautiful wristwatch, and he's clad in something that looks like the colors of his opponent, red, white. I'm not sure why. I think the color for the day was red, which is great, which is how we all used to demonstrate. But did you notice that he was combining red and blue and white? Johnson Aseidu Nketia, does he live alone? Maybe when he was leaving the home, somebody didn't tell him that, oh, uncle, this one, you are dressed in the colors of the opponent too. He was clad in red, blue, and white. And you have all the big tree behind him, and it looks like the Jerusalem event where the Almighty Lord was arriving in Jerusalem. Oh, there it is. Thank you so much for that photograph. Can you see that? Look at the colors of Johnson Aseidu Nketia. He's wearing the colors of his opponent. He has not even noticed. The General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress, there's green, there's black, there's red, there's white. He leaves his home clad in the colors of his opponent, the New Patriotic Party. Give me that photograph again. Can you put that back on the screen? I love that photograph. This is him. He's still standing on the car, by the way. This photograph doesn't show the vehicle, but this is the arrival in Jerusalem. A demonstration that is calling for justice for all. People have died, and we are calling for justice for all. At least that's what the letter that the NDC wrote said. There is Johnson Aseidu Nketia, our beloved General Secretary, wearing the colors of his political opponent and arriving in that grandiose Chevrolet vehicle. Oh, in fact, many media houses have used this photograph on their Facebook page, and it's for good reason. Is it not surprising that the General Secretary of the leading opposition party, the organizers of the demonstration against the New Patriotic Party, arrives in, first, is too grandiose for that occasion. I mean, this is a serious occasion. You see people like Otokuno and others, and you see how they are clad. You see my friend George Opariado, the national youth organizer of the NDC, and he had a smock with a lot of metals in it. You know, the one that the northern chiefs take when they are going for war. Some Ashanti chiefs wear that as well. That's how George Opariado presented himself to the demonstration. But here is Johnson Aseidu Nketia, the General Secretary. He arrives in a grand, look at this one. He's opening his arms. He says, here I am, the salvation owner. He's come to Jerusalem. He's come to Jerusalem to begin the Passover for the Easter festivities. There's General Aseidu Nketia again later on addressing the audience. Okay, but it was entirely a great demonstration, well comported. There were no incidents. I'm sure some people thought that there would be incident. There was no incident, and everything was fine. They began at Accra Mall, and if you were on social media, you could see them walking throughout the demonstration. But as I've already said, the high point of this demonstration that gives us a clear contrast between demonstrations of today and demonstrations of yesterday is this man here, Johnson Aseidu Nketia, who arrives in the grandiose manner to the demonstration ground in his, is it a Chevrolet? And he sits there, he stands on it, and he has the grains behind him is what kind of makes the Palm Sunday thing, it's almost like the Messiah arriving in Jerusalem this is a guy going for a demonstration which says that, which says that we are marching for justice. Okay, but give me my favorite photograph. And if it's your favorite photograph, post it on Facebook as well. This is my favorite photograph from today's demonstration. The General Secretary of the NDC party, who wears an NPP colored dress to attend the event and arrives as if he's coming to Jerusalem to begin the Passover. Put that photograph on. Let's have a look at it. Johnson Aseidu Nketia, the General Secretary. Yeah, there he is. I love this man, man. That's Johnson Aseidu Nketia. He's opened his arms. He's the Messiah. He's coming to Jerusalem. And he's wearing red, white, and blue. That's what he's done. He's wearing red, white, and blue, coming to Jerusalem. Good evening to you, General, and good evening to all the NDC folks. Now, I can't end this segment and go over to Kennedy Japan without showing you Aseidu Nketia again with an NDC montage. Congratulations to all those who went on the demonstration. Congratulations to the government and the parliament for receiving the petition. Let's work on it together and build a better Ghana. Good evening, General Aseidu Nketia.
I rise for Ghana, oppression of the land, forward and seek your future, development our God, from vision to victory, the NDC shall lead, able Democrat, Ghana, our strength in unity.